Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Sephens. I am the Professional Development and Research Projects Coordinator for FET in Kildare and Wicklow Education and Training Board here in Ireland. I am and always will be a teacher. Last April, at the start of the global pandemic, I left my online remote classroom to start in my current role, where I now have the absolute pleasure of working with and supporting the wonderful educators in further education and training across two counties, Kildare and Wicklow here in Ireland. It is an absolute pleasure to present at the Microsoft Showcase Schools Summit. And in my presentation, I hope to showcase some of the endless possibilities and potential to transform teaching, learning and assessment practice with Flipgrid, to improve learning outcomes and experiences for all. For me, Flipgrid brings fun to the learning experience, and I hope you can take away some inspiration from this session. Thank you for joining in, and I would love to connect with you on Twitter to continue the conversation and learning together. Every day throughout the past year, I have been inspired by the innovative and responsive approaches to teaching and learning by educators in my district. As we look towards the future, the past year of experiences in education has provided us with a new lens to transform our practice with lessons learned. If you are not yet familiar with Flipgrid, it is Microsoft's video communication platform, which has provided a safe space for some teachers to communicate and stay in touch with their students during emergency remote teaching in the midst of a global pandemic. But the learning here is that Flipgrid is so much more than a video communication tool. In this presentation, I would like to share some insights regarding the endless possibilities for next level learning, both inside and outside of your classroom. Flipgrid can be used safely, securely and creatively in the classroom to provide opportunities for social and emotional learning. A great idea here is to set up a group specially for SEL. You can add fun topic prompts to the grid, simple temperature checks, and the functionality allows you to choose to moderate topics or keep student videos hidden or shared with the whole class, dependent on the purpose of the activity or the needs of the student. The curriculum can be so vast. This, together with diverse student needs, can make it challenging to hear from every student in the room, particularly in online learning. Do you ever feel like you do a lot of talking? You have the potential to boost student engagement with Flipgrid. You can very easily add multimodal learning resources or content to your topic prompts. Students can show off their creative flair in Flipgrid by adding a sticker or an emoji to their video. Students can create podcast-style responses, or they can combine text on a whiteboard together with an audio recording. From my experience, when students are encouraged and supported to present their learning using Flipgrid, they develop the confidence to share their personality and creative skills. Students who are quiet and shy in the face-to-face classroom, who might not feel comfortable sharing their opinion with the rest of the class, have the time and space to prepare their thoughts and formulate a response before adding their recording to Flipgrid. For me, learning is transformed when the Sustainable Development Goals are integrated with the curriculum and students are empowered to articulate their views to effect positive change within their communities. The platform also allows students to interact with each other's video responses, although this can be turned on or off by the teacher. This provides another layer of potential for learning. When students are tasked with watching back or recording response to videos, it can provide a safe and structured space for peer learning, whilst organically creating an opportunity to develop listening and speaking skills. You can create seamless, anytime, anywhere learning experiences with Flipgrid. Did I mention that it is free? There's no licensing. Integration with other applications in the Microsoft education ecosystem. For example, you can add Flipgrid to a tab at the top of a channel in Microsoft Teams. You can post a topic prompt directly from Flipgrid to your class in Teams. You can copy the URL for a video and paste it onto a page in OneNote, and your recording will embed and play within the OneNote window. You can also share via a QR code or add a little magic with an augmented reality viewing experience. Do you need to capture a quick screen recording or upload, download a video to share? You can do all of that with Flipgrid. The platform is super easy to use. Have I mentioned that I love Flipgrid so much? The potential that it has for transforming teaching, learning and assessment is limitless. For me, the potential for transformation comes to life with student voice. I would like to take this opportunity to let one of our KWETB students from West Wicklow Youth Reach share a snapshot of their experience. Let's hear from Megan.
So I definitely would say Microsoft Teams was my best friend during lockdown, as it helped me to stay on top of my work with its easy and accessible files. I found it very handy to work with and less messy before when using the previous platform. It's in Flipgrid, which is a website that allows teachers to create grids and to post them so students can see them and send grids back by responding to their work, which in my opinion I found very good, because I'm more of a student where I would need a teacher to actually stand at a whiteboard and explain. So for example, for maths class, I found it so handy for that. And it was so much easier for me to learn.
Do you spend hours working to differentiate or personalize learning for your students? The features in Flipgrid allow us as educators to customize when, where, and how we ask our students to share their learning or demonstrate their skill development. I would like to quote Jornay from the Flipgrid team here. If you can think it, you can Flipgrid it. The features in the platform make it very easy from an educator's perspective to design in the principles of universal design for learning by providing multiple means of engagement, representation, and action and expression. Immersive Reader is built in, providing options for different formats of engagement and an option for translation. You can easily add closed captions to videos. These features ensure that your learning content is accessible to all students. As a teacher, I know that lesson planning, designing, and creating digital resources and content can take hours. With Flipgrid, you can create a high quality, engaging, and accessible learning experience for your students in minutes. Here in Kildare and Wicklow ETB, a group of 80 FET educators are participating in an in-house structured professional learning and development programme, which is aligned to the European Digital Competence Framework for Educators. As part of the course, our educators learn about and are encouraged and supported to introduce new applications to enhance their teaching and learning practice. We actually challenged our educators by requesting applications for the course through Flipgrid. Many of our educators have added Flipgrid to their teacher toolkit, and it continuously comes up as one of the technologies our teachers want to share their experiences of.
For me, Flipgrid, it brings a sense of community and connectiveness to the classroom. You can see facial expressions, you can hear the tone of voice, and the connectiveness within a group of students that Flipgrid brings provides a social learning community that we've actually never had before.
So for me, using Flipgrid to record instructional or support videos for my students, I have the confidence then that they have really accessible academic support available to them anywhere and at any time, and that it's available to them along with all of their other content in their e-portfolios.
So as well as being a fantastic tool for delivery and teaching and learning in general, with accessibility and the creativity that it provides, for me Flipgrid is something of a magic mirror, and students can really use it to explore the power of their own voice and get confidence in what they have to say and how their peers will receive it. It means they can engage with their learning and their peers across any distance and access really personalised and meaningful and transparent content anytime, anywhere.
If you are new to Flipgrid or haven't yet given it a go, I encourage you to try it out. If you are nervous or afraid your students might not yet have the skills or confidence, or if you are worried about introducing a new tool to your classroom, I encourage you to feel the fear and try it out. A great starting place is to focus on fun prompts. Take your students on the learning journey with you, and the Flipgrid Discovery Library has you covered. Here you will find more than 35,000 free video prompts made by educators around the world for educators. And there are lots of icebreaker prompts ready for you to copy to your own group and use with your students. I have to thank the wonderful Anne Cosmo, as I still remember introducing Flipgrid to my class with a prompt that she created and shared in what was the Disco Library, and it was Would You Rather? And it was such a fun topic prompt, which is available still on the Discovery Library. I recall one of the options was Would you rather find a unicorn or a genie? Final piece of advice, if it looks like a button, it probably is. Click it, play with it and see what happens, and let your Flipgrid journey begin.
Welcome to a quick trip into the world of Flipgrid. Hi, I'm Yvette Deacon. I work in Wicklow Outreach in KWETB. As you see, I have a voice behind the writing at the beginning. I have a voice where you can see me. And I have a voice when I'm a Lego person. Student video. Store, mark, and give feedback all in the one place. You've made a short video, copy the link, pop to your class notebook, paste, and watch the magic happen. That was just a quick trip into the world of Flipgrid. Hope you enjoyed. Where will your trip begin?
To finish, Flipgrid provides endless opportunities to enhance creativity, promote student autonomy, and develop 21st century skills, whilst teaching students to take ownership and pride in their work. Build an online community of learning for your class in Flipgrid, and I promise you, you and your students will have a lot of fun. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the wonderful educators here in Kildare and Wicklow ETB, who I get to work with and learn alongside every day.